Crypto is not a hedge. That's going to be what this video is about. Right now, we got a sell-off going on. And so I wanted to come on and do a video. And I wanted to, because I see something, and you only see these in extreme cases when you have extreme sell-offs. So basically, right now, the market is selling off on news of a new variant of the coronavirus um, that I believe when I was watching CNBC, they saying that was identified in South Africa. So, the news sparked this big event. When once again, you guys know that for the most part, I'm looking at technical analysis, and we see this big, huge gap down right here. I have DIA, which is the Dow, the ETF of the Dow, and one of the things I wanted to show, and you can see it in the extreme sell-off. So when you hear them talking about, you hear people talking about Bitcoin is going to be, now I don't know if Bitcoin, no one knows if Bitcoin is going to replace the dollar. Like Bitcoin is going to be the new currency that we use all over the world. And not just, when I say Bitcoin, I'm really speaking in general, like as far as all crypto for the most part. But what you see is Bitcoin sold off today. So as equities are selling off, this is the S&P 500 futures. This is the NASDAQ futures. These are the Dow futures. Look at the big red candle. Here are the Russell futures. Now, what's up today? The VIX and the VIX futures. So that's volatility. Vol is up, which means that options are more expensive. Stocks are selling off. What else is up? Bonds are up. Notes are up. Gold is up. Now you see this, the candle may be red. That's because it was up even higher, right? And then it got, they whacked it when it got up even higher, but it's still on the day, it's still up, right? So you have bonds and notes. You come down here and look at the TLT, which is your ETF of the 20-year. You can see you have a big green candle. It's up. So the market is showing you what the hedge is. You can see where the institute. Now, this isn't retail. Retail doesn't buy bonds. These are baby boomers who have large portfolios that are invested in bonds. This is hedge funds. These are the algos hit it. So as soon as you see the market down like this, they go straight to the bond market. And you can see that just it's direct opposite. S&P 500 futures, bond futures. That's your hedge. That's your flight to it. That's it. Bitcoin is not a hedge. So you can see the market. So if you have a portfolio that is you're highly invested in S&P 5, you have stocks or equities, and then you say, well, I'm gonna hedge it with Bitcoin. No, you're not, because now you're down in both. Now, this isn't a riff against Bitcoin. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's not a hedge against equities. So if you want to hedge, your hedge is still gold. Your hedge is still gold, and it's still bonds and notes. Until otherwise noted, until you see something else. Now you can don't even argue with nobody. Just show them. Just pull up the portfolio. Just go to the bonds. Just go to the bonds, and then just go to the bond futures, and then go to the S&P futures, and that shows you all you need to see. The market is down. They have hit the bid on the bonds to go up. Everything is down. Banks are down. FANG is down. So the only way you could stop your portfolio from going down, you would have to go to bonds. You'd be flat if you were in gold. You wouldn't be really down, but you would have to go to the bond market. And so that's one thing that I wanted to talk about today. And you can only see things like this in an extreme bout, like a sell-off. So this is like, I'm not saying the market is crashing, but this is a crash scenario, right? And in a crash scenario, you can see what's going on. You're seeing all the money going over to the bond market, right? And if it continues, you'll eventually see gold and you'll see commodities. Like if you pull up different commodity markets, you'll start to see those begin to increase as well, because people, large investors, want to see where they can put their money, right? So today I did put on a condor. Excuse me, if you've been watching, not an iron condor, I put on a condor. If you've been watching the channel, you'll see that I put my fib extensions on. I don't think that this sell-off is over, right? I think that we'll continue to see this market sell off. Um, just based upon the news going into the weekend, anything can happen. I do expect to see at some point a rally. I do think we'll get a rip your face off rally somewhere in here. So you'll get a buying opportunity. You'll get a chance to buy the dip. But then I don't know how long. You may have to stock pick. You may have to pick certain stocks to buy those dips on. And I would be careful in that. So I do see with this large gap, I do think that the market will at some point, maybe next week or maybe the week after, we'll get a nice little pullback into here, right? And so you'll get an opportunity to either sell the rally, or you could buy in somewhere and buy a dip on a particular stock or in the ETF to make a little money. Right now, if you look at my this is I have a couple positions on in the diamond, but I just want to show not the iron condor, excuse me, the condor. And it's just the reason it's a cheap shot and it is a low probability trade. Just trying to see if I can peg if I'm right. Like if I'm right, I want to make a little money. Um, let's see. And basically with a condor is when you do a condor, you're on the same side as if it was an iron. So basically I got two put spreads over here. Got one here, then I got one here. And these two are where I sold puts. So I want to see the market get right in between here, right? I think it might make it down to right around in here at 338. So I actually just put spreads around that area, and that's a condor. If it was going to be an iron condor, you would have a put spread and a call spread. But condors, you have both spreads on either side of the market. And I bought this. So I think I paid like 50 something bucks for it or something like that, with the opportunity to make 450 because it's $5 wide. This is just something I put on to maybe take advantage of what I think may be a big move, and it's a small shot. It doesn't cost me a lot of money to put that on. So once again, I just got a condor right around in here. So, like right around this area. I want to see it come down and hit here, and I got 42 days for it to do it. So, that's one of those lottery tickets that I throw on every now and then. But for the most part, I just wanted to talk about this video and just go into depth talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down 5%. Matter of fact, Bitcoin is down more than the overall market because of the volatility of it. And that's evident by the Bitcoin futures, right? So it's getting hit today. And it is at a level, though, where I would say it may find some support. So I do expect to see a small bounce. I don't know how much of a bounce. Right here, this will be a support level for Bitcoin. So if it comes down here a little bit, you might see a little bid up, a little rally, or it could continue and then break this trend line. If it gets down here and breaks this trend line, we could see the next gap down right here is a gap, right? And be honest with you, that'd be a great level to get in and buy more, right? So once again, I'm not against crypto. I'm just saying that I don't think that it's a hedge against an overall portfolio, right? So, like me, I have a job. So if you're looking at your 401k, but I do manage my 401k. So I do have it split, and I am long some bonds right now, and I am long a little bit of gold. I'm not advising, telling anybody else to do that. Um, uh, but that's how I am. I just think that this market is just it's crazy to a point. You know, some of the moves that we've seen in the market. So, and I do think that having some down moves makes the market healthy, right? Because whenever we get a sell off, it's a violent sell off. It's like a huge sell off. And if you got a market that goes up and goes down just a little bit, goes up, goes down just a little bit, I think that's healthy. You had these markets that just go straight up. And then whenever you get any little bit of bad news, the market tanks. So with that being said, guys, I think the bell just closed off because this is a short day. So just be safe out there as far as your investing, your trading. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And, just try to stay level headed. I wouldn't panic either and just sell off everything, right? Um, I I don't think that's the time. I don't think this is the time to do it either. You didn't sell it when it was up. You know, you want to practice selling on green days and you want to buy on red days. So if anything, you're gonna do anything, I guess this would be the best time to come in and be consistent and buy whatever you believe in, if you believe in it. And with that said, I'm gonna be out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your family, and I'm out. Peace.